Let me ask you this question. How many of you in here think that you have a bad memory? Who in here thinks oh my gosh, your memory is not bad. It's 1,000,000 times better than you think it is. 22 years ago, I thought I had a bad memory. I was going to college, kinda. I was signed up. Right? I had this theory you could just show up and take the test and everything would be okay, and it wasn't okay. I got kicked out of college because my grades were so bad. During my year suspension from college, I heard about a memory class, and I took this class not because I thought it was going to help me with school. I took the class because I thought it sounded freaking cool. You ever seen those guys who could pick up a deck of cards, look through it in a minute and a half, set it down, and tell you what the order was? I saw that too. I wanted to know how to do that. Have you ever seen those guys who could walk around, meet 50 people, then go through and say all their names? I had seen that too. I wanted to know how to do that. So I walked in, I took this class, they taught me how to do the names, the numbers, the cards, memorize books, everything. 22 years later, I have set the record for the fastest to ever memorize a deck of cards in the United States. Thank you, appreciate that. My record's been broken. But in 2009, I picked up a deck of cards, I looked through it as fast as I could, and I set it down, and then I repeated the order. I did it in 1 minute and 27 seconds. It was the fastest ever in the United States. 2 years later, a freak of nature came along, broke my record. But here's the point. It's a learned system. I don't have a natural ability to memorize a deck of cards in 1 minute and 27 seconds. I don't have a natural ability to memorize an 800-digit number in an hour, which I have done. I don't have that natural ability without a system, but it's a system I learned, it's a system I teach, and it's a system I'm about to teach you. Before we do that, though, I tried to meet some people throughout the day today. I don't know how many I met. I really don't. You guys are like trying to herd cats. So it was pretty difficult for me to kind of get a feel for who I had and who I didn't have. But let me just say this. If I met you, if I did not meet you, do not stand up. This is not beat up the memory guy time. If I met you, could you please stand up? What? Okay, forget it. Never mind. I'm not going to do it. Sit down. No, just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm going to do it. This is what we're going to do. I'm not going to get all of you. I'm not going to get a perfect score because there was only one guy who ever was perfect and he walked on water and I'm not him. But I will get a very, very good score. Put your hands over your name tag if you're wearing a name tag. So this is what we're going to do. When I call off your name, if I get it correct, sit down. So Sally and Paul, you can be the first to sit down. Andrew, and I'm coming back to you, and Wendy, you can have a seat. And then this is Jason right here. You can have a seat. And this is Nicole, and I believe you are Robert right here. And this is Vicky, and you are Peter, and of course Steve over there, and that's Kaz. And then this is Brian right here, and you are David right here. And I believe I'm coming back to you, and that is Greg, and that's Craig right there. And this is Max, I believe, and you are Tim, and this is Amy, and you are Rita, I believe, and this is Caleb right here, and you are Karen, I think, and this is Aaron and Bridget, and that's Alex back there, that's Julie over there, this is Joseph right here, you are Graham, and this is Mariana, and then did we meet? Yes. We did? Okay, all right. This is Ruth right here, and this is Maria right here, and you are Mark over there, and this is Mike right here, and that's Ivy, and this is Neil, and you are Richie, and this is Dean right here. You are Daniel, and that is Kenneth right there. This is Marisha and Carol. That's Les right there. It's not going to work, Les. And Tegan, all right, and this is Ross right here, and that is Angela, I believe, right there, and I think this is Chris, and you are Stuart, and I think that's Anthony, and this is Michael, and I believe you are Arnaf or Arnie. This is Sunny right here, and you are Vignesh, and this is Ian, and you are Deb, and that is Dennis right here, and you are Anna, and that is Mitchell over there, and you are Daniel, and I believe this is Andrew, and then you are Jane, and this is Michael, and you are Tess, and this is Angus, and you are Zoltan, and this is Warren right here. You are Carrie. This is Kevin. This is Marie. You are Lisa right here. You are Vilberto. This right here is Karen, and this is Runda over here. You are Claire, and I believe that's Serena. That right there is Robert and Diana. This is Michael right here. You are David and Angie, and this is David again, and you are Margaret. Okay, sit down if I get it right. You want to know what I have nightmares about? This is Lee right here. This is Mo. This is Gavin. You are Vaughn, and this is Jennifer. And I believe you are Carmen right here. And this is Joanne, right? And this is Richard, and this is Sharon right here. And you are Pauline and Lindsay. And I believe it's Gavin. Is that correct? And then you are Debbie right here, and you are. It starts with an E. Don't tell me. Is it Andrew?
Close, very close.
Anthony.
That's my middle name.
Oh, wait. Gina?
Yes.
Okay. And then this is Mal, and this is Sarah right here, and you are Daniel, I believe, and this is Virginia, and you are Daniel right here as well. So, ladies, you know what happened with you, Tommy? Ladies, you know what happened with you. I was so stunned by your beauty. Well, hey, I don't mean to be rude here, but did you have your jacket on earlier? Could you take off your jacket? Did you have that jacket on? You did? All right, well, it's good to meet you. Alex?
Correct.
All right. All right. Oh, hey, all right, yeah. All right. No, that's good. All right. So I got everybody, but I got mispronunciation of your name. And pronounce it for me again. Anna Lee. And tell me your name. Yes, you are. Okay. Okay, all right. All right, see, I'm just a normal guy. But what's that? No, I am. How do you do it? There are 5 keys to improving your memory. Focus, file, picture, glue, review. You say them with me. What are the 5 keys to improving your memory? What are they? Focus, file, picture, glue, review. Number 1, focus. Good nutrition and exercise will help your focus. Spinach and blueberries, omega-3 fish oil pills, the acai berry, blueberries, drinking plenty of water. When I was training for the 2009 USA Memory Championship, I lost 20 pounds training for that tournament. My friend said, dude, are you training for a memory tournament or a marathon? I'm like, it's a memory tournament, but the better fit my body is, the better fit my brain is. I lost 20 pounds. I became king of the nerds in 2009. The next year in 2010, training for that tournament, I lost another 20 pounds. People were like, congrats, man, that's 40 pounds in a year. It's really not. It was the same 20 pounds. There was a 6-month window in there, okay? But the better fit your brain is, the better fit your body is. Here's some things that are bad for your memory. Excessive alcohol, sleep medication, not enough sleep, stress, artificial sweeteners, tobacco, salt, depression, anxiety, all terrible for your memory and your focus. Let me give you one thing that if this is the only thing you get from my talk, if you walk out here today with Elizabeth with nothing else but this one thing that I'm about to say, I promise you will remember more names than you're remembering right now. And you meet Stuart, and you walk up to Stuart, and as you're walking up to Stuart, you're thinking, oh my gosh, do I still have that hamburger stain on my shirt right here? I need to email my wife. I need to pick my kids up after school. What does this person think of me? What am I going to sell to them? Hey, my name's Ron. You're not focused. And that's why you're not remembering 90% of the names that you don't remember. You shake their hand, and 2 seconds later, do you know their name? No, that's not a memory problem. That is a focus problem. That's the biggest reason you're not remembering names. Let me give you one thing to do that will solve that. From now on, Aaron and Bridget, every time you're about to meet this person, as you're walking towards them, Kevin, ask yourself this question. What is their name? 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 Do not say that out loud. The next thing you need is a file. You need a place to store the data. Let me show you how most of your brains are working right now. You meet somebody and they say their name is Steve. That name goes in your ear, goes on the floor of your memory. Then you meet Brian. That name goes in your ear, goes on the floor of your memory. You meet Karen, in your ear, the floor of your memory. You meet Lisa, and you get a new bank account number. You read a new business book. Brian and Matthew and Jason and Kevin and Craig. Then 6 weeks later, you're at the grocery store, and they say, Ian, how have you been? It's so good to see you again. And Ian, those hamsters that run around in your brain, they panic, and they go, oh my God. No. Hey, I'm doing good. How are you doing? I'm doing great. Oh my God. No, that's not it. No, that's not it. How's work, huh? Trying to figure out where they work so you can remember their name, right? 2 hours later, you're driving home, and what happens? Your mind goes, ha! Look what I found. Was the name up there the entire time? Yes, that's not the problem. This is the problem. Steve's information is great. Derek's information is great. Lindy's information is great. But this, my friends, is how you're expecting your brain to remember it. You don't have files right now, and that's the reason you're not able to memorize data. File is simply a place in a room. As the story goes, 2,500 years ago, there's a guy named Simonedes. He lives in Greece. He was in a room like this. The roof collapses. It kills everybody but one guy. Miraculously, he escapes. Simonedes was his name. After they pulled the rocks off the people, Simonedes was called to identify the bodies because they couldn't recognize them anymore. He said, well, Les was sitting right there, Michael was sitting right there, Gina was sitting right there, Sonny was sitting right there, Ian was sitting right there, Deb was sitting right there, Vignesh was sitting right there. He didn't remember them based on how they looked. He remembered them based upon where they were sitting in the room. Then the light bulb went off in his head. What if I could remember anything based upon a position in a room? He went home and he numbered spots in his house. The bed, the desk, the table, the chair. His TV probably wasn't in his room. I don't know how advanced they were in 477 BC. Let's do it here in this room. Number one is, what do we call this? The wheel. So what's number one? Wheel. Number two, the stairs. So what's two? Number three, we're going to make it the wall right here. That kind of looks like a mountain right there, so let's just call it mountain. Number three is the mountain. What's three? Mountain. Four, we're going to make it the curtain back here. So four is the curtain. What's four? Curtain. Five is the video camera. What's five? Video. Say these with me. What's one? Video. Two. Three. Mountain. Four. Curtain. Five. Video. Four. Curtain. Three. Mountain. Two. And one. Okay, this is what I've done in my house. Just like this is a map of here, I've numbered pieces of furniture all through my house. What's the next thing you need to memorize something? Picture. Whatever you want to recall, it has to be a picture. What's the next one? Glue. How many of you in here, you ever been in a car accident? Anybody been in a car accident? How many is more than 20 years ago? Okay, and I'm not a cop, so it's okay. Did you reckon to them or did they reckon to you? You ran straight into them. Okay, very honest person, all right. Do you remember what area of town it was? Okay, and did you say what time of day it was? Okay, and how many years ago was this? He was 17 years old. He can tell me the time of day, who was in the car, where it occurred, and how it occurred. Richard, 3 weeks ago on a Tuesday, can you tell me, did you stop at the gas station that day? Did you stop at the grocery store, the cleaners? You don't know! It was 3 weeks ago and you have no clue. One was when you were 17 years old, crystal clear recall. What's the difference? Glue, action and emotion. When something has action and emotion, it'll stay in your memory for 30 years. If it doesn't, it'll fade very rapidly. What's the last key to your memory? Review. What are the 5 keys to your memory? Say them with me. What are they? Focus, file, picture, glue, review. I want to show you this video right here. Kaylee was 6-year-old when this video was formed. 2 weeks prior, I had given her brother, Jacob, a Nintendo, a $200 Nintendo toy for free if he memorized the President's United States. He did. I gave him the Nintendo. He memorized them using my system. But she was 6 years old. Can a 6-year-old really remember 44 words with this system? And I doubted if I could teach this to a 6-year-old. She was crying. I love her with all my heart. I wasn't going to reject her request. I said, Kaylee, let's come to your bedroom. I want you to pick 5 pieces of furniture. She said, my bed, the dresser, my sister's bed, the closet, the window. Then I said, Kaylee, the first president is Washington. What does that sound like to you? She said, it sounds like a washing machine. I was asking her to turn it into a picture, right? I did not say, Kaylee, look right there and imagine a washing machine. A 6-year-old's never going to remember that. Neither will a 36-year-old. A 36-year-old or a 6-year-old needs glue. So I picked her up. I set her on the bed. I said, Kaylee, here's the clothes. Put the clothes in. She grabbed the imaginary clothes and she put them in the imaginary washer. I said, Kaylee, here's the soap. Put it in. She put the imaginary soap in. And then I shook her like that, like she was really in it. We spent 30 seconds on that piece of furniture. Focus, file, picture, glue, review. We went to the next one. The next president was Adams. I said, Kaylee, that's a dam. Pretend like you're swimming. I stood her up and I swam right beside her. We're swimming in the dam, Kaylee. What are we doing? We're swimming in the dam. We did it with 44 pieces of furniture. Then that 6-year-old little girl started over here and she ran all the way through her house from room to room to room. She said all 44 presidents. When she got to number 30 and said Calvin Coolidge, I thought to myself, oh my God, if I get this on video, I'm going to make $1 million. I said, Kaylee, can we do this one more time, but can I film it? She said, you can film it for $1. I'm not kidding. Can we play that video? Here, okay, come down here. Okay, come over here. What's your name?
Kaylee.
How old are you?
6.
And what are we about to do?
Memorize the president
And how are you going to do that?
by furniture.
Furniture. Okay, here we go. What's 1?
George Washington.
2.
Adams.
3.
Jefferson.
There you go. Jefferson. 4.
Madison.
Madison. 5.
Monroe.
Monroe. Let's hurry up. Let's go to the next room. Okay. Who's number 6 right here?
Abraham Lincoln.
No, it's not Abraham Lincoln. Who's number 6 right here?
Adams.
Adams. There you go. Who's number 7?
Jackson.
There you go. Who's 8?
Van Buren.
And number 9?
Harrison.
Harrison. And number 10? Rock and roll. Here we go. We're almost there.
Ow!
Okay, number 11. Come in this room. Who is it?
Polk.
12.
Taylor.
Taylor. 13.
Fillmore.
Fillmore. Who's 14?
Pierce.
Fierce. And right number 15 right here? On the door? Who's the 15th president, Kaylee?
Buchanan.
Buchanan. Rock and roll. Here we go.
Let's go to that room.
Okay, here we go.
I said last room.
Okay, who's number 16?
Abraham
Lincoln. Who's number 17 over here?
Johnson.
Johnson. Who's number 18?
Grant.
Grant. Who's number 19?
Here, Phil. I don't know.
You know this one. Who's on the couch right here?
Hayes.
Hayes. Who's number 20?
Garfield.
Garfield. 21. Arthur in 22.
Clover.
Clover for Cleveland. 23.
Benji.
Benji in 24.
Clover.
Clover for Cleveland in 25.
McKinley.
McKinley. Let's go to the next room.
Okay.
Okay. Who's this one?
Teddy Roosevelt.
Teddy Roosevelt. Who's 27?
Taft.
Taft 28.
Wilson.
Wilson 29.
Hardy.
Harding 30.
Coolidge.
Coolidge. Let's go to the next room. We're almost there. Come on.
I want something to sit on.
You want something to sit on? We're almost there. Who's 31?
Hoof.
At Hoover. At Hoofs for Hoover in 32.
Teddy Roosevelt.
Teddy Roosevelt's. We remember Teddy Roosevelt's cousin, right? So his last name is the same. So his last name is what?
Teddy Roosevelt.
Roosevelt. That's right. And who is the Truman? And who is
Eisenhower.
Eisenhower. Okay, come on. Let's go to the next room. Oh. Okay, last room. Who is 35?
John F. Kennedy.
John F. Kennedy. And the next one?
No.
The next one. Who is the president? Johnson. And then who is the next? Nixon. That's right. And who's the next one?
Ford.
Ford. Very good. And who is this one?
Carter.
Carter. And who is 30?
Reagan.
Reagan. That's right. And who is 41? Bush. And who is 42?
Clinton.
Clinton. And who is 43?
Bush.
There you go, Bush. And the last president, the president right now?
Obama.
Obama. Very good, baby. Woohoo!
I want my dollar.
You want a dollar?
I want my dollar.
I haven't seen that. I love that little girl with all my heart, but she's moved away and I haven't seen her in 2.5 years. Thank you so much for having me out.